A news conference is underway after that apartment building collapsed in Surfside, Florida. Dozens of families were sleeping as the high-rise crumbled to the ground in just seconds early yesterday. Rescuers have been working around the clock in a desperate search for survivors. We're joined now by the mayor of Surfside, Charles Burkett. Mayor Burkett, thank you so much for joining us. And again, our deepest condolences to your community.
Thank you.
Mayor, I wanted to ask you if you have been able to learn anything at all about what might have caused this collapse, and whether you're at all concerned about the surrounding buildings there in Surfside.
Absolutely. I think that, there's a serious problem. Buildings don't fall down in America. That's a third world phenomenon, not something that happens in the United States. There was something seriously wrong here. And we're going to find out what it is, but that's not going to be today. Today, we're going to be trying to pull people alive out of that rubble.
Mayor, we heard from the fire marshal a short time ago who described the building as incredibly compromised. We know that the search and rescue teams are working in very dangerous conditions. What can you tell us about the status of the search and rescue right now?
Well, I was just there. I ran over to speak with you. We do have, it's heartbreaking because we now have a small fire somewhere underneath the building, and we've been working on that for a couple days now. We've got rain that's been sort of passing over and making the work area very slick and dangerous, and now we're kind of picking off debris off the side of the building, which is sort of endangering the searchers. So that's going on, but the one focus that we have today is to make sure that we bring people out alive. I want the residents, I want the people who have loved ones that they're looking for to know that that's the only thing we're doing. We've got crews there. We've been going from 7 to 7 and 7 to 7, and we'll keep going until we get everybody who can be pulled out of that building. It's amazing the resources that we've been given. President Biden, the White House, our two senators, Rubio and Scott, our governor who's been here, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and the Dade County Mayor Cava have given us resources which have overwhelmed us. We've actually probably got too many resources, but we don't have a resource problem. We've got a luck problem. We just need to be able to focus. We need a little good weather. We need a couple good breaks, and that's really what we need, because we've got everything else. We've also got the intention to stay here and get the job done.
Mayor, we know an essential part of the search and rescue operation is dogs who sniff out signs of life. Yesterday, you told us that the dogs had 0 hits as they scrambled over the rubble. Any updates today on that front?
Well, I was out at 2 in the morning last night, and the dogs came at about 4 or 5, I think, and they didn't have 0 hits, but they had few hits. We found the little boy and the woman, but it's been tough. The rain makes it tough. The fire certainly makes it tough, but that doesn't mean that the search doesn't continue. So we're going to do everything we can. We're going to hope Mother Nature cooperates. And, we're going to just do everything we can.
Yeah. Mayor,
that's the bottom line. And I want...
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I noticed there's a crane over your left shoulder doing work on what appears to be the top of the rubble, or is that crane taking things off the side of the building? What's that operation we see?
That crane is there because apparently there were dangerous pieces of rubble that were possibly likely to fall on the search and rescuers. So what they're trying to do is make the site safe again so that they can get back in there and do their jobs.
Mayor, can you just tell us how the families are doing that did survive, that we know of? Obviously, you said the point of all of this is to search for those lives that could still be under the rubble. But what about those who are standing by and obviously still in shock that they made it out alive?
Well, we took 40 out yesterday, and we got them up to our community center. We relocated them to hotels. Those are about 15 family units. I was up at the community center talking to the families yesterday, and they're understandably terribly upset. And, I'm going back there this morning to give them the update. Once I go back, I'm going to jump back over there and gather as much information as I can. So I've got precise information to give to the families, because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. We're here to bring people out safely if we can and keep the families informed. It's, you can't imagine the pain they're going through.
Yeah, it is unimaginable. And as I say, we offer our thoughts to your community at this point. You're going through a lot. Mayor Burkett, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us this morning. We'll be right back. Your local news is coming up next.